Hi everyone, this is Venkat. In the last video, we have discussed how to configure the GST module. So in this video, I am going to talk about the GST reports. Before that, we have to understand what is GST. GST means it's goods and service tax, which is an indirect tax imposed on the supplies of goods and services. It is a multi-stage destination oriented tax imposed on every value addition, replacing multiple indirect taxes including VAT, excise duty and service taxes. In the GST there are four type of taxes. One is CGST, which we call it as Central Goods and Service Tax. SGST, it's State Goods and Service Tax. UGST means it's Union Territory Goods and Service Tax. IGST, which is Integrated Goods and Service Tax. So regarding the CGST and SGST, which is applicable for within the state, and IGST is applicable for out of the state. If you are selling anything out of the state, out of the other region, so IGST is applicable. So if you talk about UGST, there are some states which falls under Union Territory. So UGST is applicable for those states. So let us talk about CGST. Actually CGST, as I said, it stands for Central Goods and Service Tax. This tax is charged on the intrastate supply of goods and services, by the central government, and it is gone by the Central Government Sales Tax Act 2017. So this has been implemented from 2017. SGST stands for State Goods and Service Tax. So here the main purpose of charging tax is it depends on the place of supply. So here I am showing a figure like how the place of supply is applicable. Based on that, CGST and SGST, how we can charge it. So here you can see Mr. B is a supplier. So he is sending to Mr. A. He is the third person. Now Mr. A is sending these goods to Mr. C. So here you see the movement of goods. Here when B is sending to A, he is sending locally, so he is charging CGST plus SGST. When A is sending these goods to C, he will charge IGST. So the movement of goods, you see, bill to and ship to. Whether Mr. A has ordered to Mr. B, but he said it has to be supplied to Mr. C. So this is how the GST is applicable. Now again in GST there are two type of customers. One is B2B and B2C. B2B means you can treat B2B as a manufacturer or a registered dealer. B2B means B2C means like it is a one-time customer. You can describe it as a one-time customer. For example, I am just telling a B2B customer would be a travel agency that sells flight tickets to individual customer. Whenever we buy any ticket, it is only one time. We are not a regular customer or we are not a registered customer. So that is the reason those kind of businesses are treated under B2C. Again in B2B there are four type of B2B people. One, there can be a producers like the product producers, or you can call it as a item producers. There can be a resellers, and it can be from government organizations and institutions. Okay, here I am giving a differences between B2B and B2B. This is a chart. You can go through this chart. You will know most of the points. Okay, then in GST there is a RCM. There is an RCM, which is reverse charge mechanism. This comes under the purchases. If there is any unregistered supplier, okay, so we need to pay the taxes on behalf of that unregistered supplier. So this is a reverse charge mechanism. Okay, liability to pay tax is on the recipient of supply of goods and services instead of supplier of such goods or services in respect of notified categories of supply. So here I am showing a small example how the reverse charge will apply. Okay, so here we are supplying the goods. Here we have a recipient. Here you see it's in and out. That means we are debiting and crediting the input tax credit and output tax credit. In the next session I will show you how this RCM is posting the entries. Okay, so all these taxes, once you have done with all your transaction, there are so many type of reports in GST statutory. I mean various type of reports. One is GSTR 1, second is GSTR 2, third is GSTR 2A, and fourth is GSTR 3B, and there is GSTR 4 which is for composition scheme. I will explain what is the composition scheme also. Okay, then there is GSTR 9. If you talk about GSTR 1, means it is purely depends on the sales part, and this is applicable for B2B and B2C invoices. Okay, and GSTR 2 means as I said, it is completely a purchase. Okay, so now we have GSTR 2A and 2B. What is 2A and 2B? GSTR 2A means it's a dynamic statements that get updated whenever a taxpayer supplier file their GST return of outward supply. On the other hand, the GSTR 2B is a static statement, means it is only a read-only statements containing details of the input tax credit only for a particular return period. Now we have GSTR 3B. GSTR 3B is a monthly self-declaration to be filed by a registered GST dealer along with the GSTR 1 and GSTR 2 return forms. Okay, every month we need to file what is our sales, what is our purchase. Along with that, there is a report called summary report called GSTR 3B, and this is simplified return to declare summary of GST liabilities for a tax period. Even if you don't have a business also, this is very important point. Even if you don't have any business also, you need to file a GSTR 3B with a nil returns. Okay, now I will tell you what is the difference between GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. GSTR 3B shows supplies during the month together with GST paid, input tax credit availed, and reverse charge purchases, etc. On the other hand, GSTR 1 is a monthly quarterly return that shall be filed by the taxpayers. GSTR 1 helps in disclosing details of monthly, quarterly sales and tax liability. Okay, this is the difference between GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. Now, what is GSTR 9? GSTR 9 to be submitted by all the regular taxpayer registered under GST. Whoever registered under GST, they have to maintain this form, and having an annual turnover of more than 2 crores should file GSTR 9 or GSTR annual return. You can say GSTR 9 or GSTR annual return. It is both are same. Okay, form GSTR 9 is an annual return to be filed once for each financial year by the registered taxpayers who are regular taxpayers, including SCG units and SCG developers. Okay, the taxpayers are required to furnish details of purchase, sales, input tax credit or refund claimed or demand created, etc. Okay, the due date to file this GSTR 9 for the financial year is 31st December of the year following the relevant financial year. Okay, So here we have finished with GSTR 9. Okay, now let us talk about GSTR 4. What is GSTR 4? Okay, GSTR 4 is a form, annual return form for those taxpayers who are opted GST composition scheme in the new indirect tax regime. Under the GST composition scheme, taxpayers will be required to file only one return in every financial year. Okay, whoever registered in GST composition scheme, they have to file this return only once in a year. Okay, again in this there are some conditions. Whoever is applicable for GST composition scheme, they are not supposed to sell the goods in interstate. That means interstate outward supplies are not applicable. Within this scheme, all the sales to be done locally. Otherwise, the input tax credit will not be claimed. Okay. Also, there is one more condition. You cannot sell any goods through a third party like e-commerce operator. Okay. Or through a reseller also. You have to sell directly. Okay. One more condition in the same scheme is, if you are a manufacturer, okay, for non-taxable goods, there are some goods which are non-taxable as per the HSN code given by the government norms. I'll just give some example like tobacco, pan masala, ice cream, soda, Coca-Cola. Okay, these goods, if you are manufacturing, for these items you cannot avail the composition scheme. Okay, again there are some more conditions. Okay, to avail this scheme. Okay, what is the limit of composition scheme in GST? Any manufacturer or trader having a turnover of less than 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs means in this 50 lakhs only small traders can work. Okay, when government launched this scheme, they have launched with 1.5 crore. They have launched only for three category people: manufacturer, trader and restaurants. So after launching this scheme, so many people have approached government and they have put their petition and they requested them. So they have come up with a new scheme that the small traders, okay, other than these three categories, the other service providers who falls under this scheme, okay, less than 50 lakhs, okay, they don't need to do 1.5 lakhs, even they have less than 50 lakhs. Now they also applicable for the composition scheme, but they have to register, and this registration can be done only through the GST portal. Now for every category type of people, business owners, they have given a different percentage. Manufacturer has to pay 1% of the turnover every year. Okay, so they have to do their self returns. Okay, trader has to pay 1% on the taxable turnover. Okay, whatever he invoice, the taxable amount is there. The total summary of the taxable amount turnover, he has to pay 1%. Okay, restaurant people have to pay 5% on the turnover. Other service providers like a small traders, they have to pay 6% of the turnover. Okay, so there is one more thing. A composite vendor neither collects a tax from the recipient of supplies nor passes any credit of input tax. Hence, no GST is computed if the purchases are made from the composite vendor. Okay, if there are any composite vendor, okay, so they are not supposed to make any GST entries. Okay, he can buy from any other vendor, the GST is applicable, but if he is buying from a composite vendor, so the GST is not applicable. Okay, the composite vendor has to register himself with the GST authorities, and hence a registration number is mandatorily mentioned in the vendor card. Okay, if the vendor type is selected as a composite, state code is also mandatory. No GSTs are generated for a composite vendor. Okay, as a composite vendor is not entitled to collect any tax from the customers. Okay, so as a composite vendor, we are not supposed to take any taxes. Okay, normally what is this composite supplies? Okay, now if you say what is composite supplies, these composite supplies are naturally bundled in one transactions. Okay, these cannot be broke down. Okay, composite supplies are bunch of supplies bundled with goods and services both. Okay, two or more supplies by a taxable person. Okay, one of which is principal supply. Dependencies on principal supply, which is predominant element, so others are ancillary extras. Okay, taxes are charged only on the principal supply item, other ancillary supplies are exempted. Okay, I'll give you one example what is composite supplies. Here I am showing one example, like a passenger is traveling somewhere. Okay, he buys a air ticket. Okay, in air ticket the provider will provide a food, lounge, insurance along with the ticket. So here if you see, there are 4 supplies included in the airline business. Okay, we have ticket, we have food, we have lounge, we have insurance. Now what is the principal item in this? Okay, ticket is the main item, so the principal item, okay, we are treating this as a principal item. Now food, okay, if they are providing food, if they are providing any lounge, any insurance, these are treated as ancillary supplies. Okay, so from these 4 components he can charge only principal supply taxes to the end customer. All these 4 are exempted. Okay, if you see one more example I am giving here, if we are buying a TV, okay, from any of the showroom. Okay, now if you see, so many people are giving offers. Okay, with a TV, because if we demand, they will give warranty, they will give maintenance. Okay, now what is the principal item here? The TV. So for principal item they will charge the GST. Okay, for warranty there is no GST, for maintenance there is no GST. Okay, now one more example I am giving, like manufacturing of sheds. Okay, here if you see, I have shed, I have a box. Now to manufacture this, after manufacturing this, I have to send these goods through some transportation and I have to insure those goods. Okay, now what is the main item here? Sheds are my main item. Box, transportation and insurance I am treating as an ancillary. So I will charge only on the shed. Any taxes I charge only on the shed. One more example I am giving, that is booking accommodation in an hotel. Okay, booking an accommodation in the hotel. Now when I book an accommodation, hotel people will offer me breakfast and they will give a mineral water every day, for every day 1 bottle free. Okay, now if you see, accommodation is a principal supply for me. They are eligible to charge only on the accommodation. Breakfast they cannot charge anything, and for the mineral water they cannot charge anything. Okay, so I am giving few examples. The last example I am giving is, if we are giving our car, okay, newly purchased car, okay, on a service. Okay, now if you see, there are 2 things involved in the car service. One is spare parts, one is service. Okay, spare part means, again you see, there is a goods involved in that. Okay, goods involved in that, and in the service there is only a labor involved in that. Okay, both. Now here spare parts, when they are selling a spare parts, yes, these are taxable goods, they have to charge it. For service, no, they should not charge. So spare parts we can take it as an ancillary. Okay, service we can spare parts we can take it as a principal items, and the service we can take it as an ancillary thing. Okay, other than this, there are mixed supplies in the composite scheme. What is this mixed supplies? Again here a small thing I will tell you. In the mixed supplies there are 2 or more individual items or dependent supplies by a taxable purchase, which are independent to each other of goods and services or both. Okay, for a single price, and it does not constitute a composite supply. That means taxes are applicable on the item whichever is higher within a bundle of item. I will give you one example. Okay, we are buying a refrigerator. Okay, along with refrigerator, now the provider is giving a water bottles. Okay, now when you see for the electronics industry, they charge 28%. Okay, now when you see water bottles, if you buy separately outside, it is 18%. Okay, so what he does is, water bottles are given with the refrigerator. So even if he gives any price for water bottles, now here in the mixed supplies, we will see whichever rate is higher. Okay, whichever rate is higher in the given bundled products. Okay, in the bundled products, now I have many products, say 4 to 5 products. In that, one item has a highest taxable rate, so I will charge the same rate for all the items. So here I am giving some small understanding about composite supply and mixed supply. You can go through this, so you will come to know how I am differentiating between composite supply and mixed supply. Okay, so once these thing composite supply is finished, now all the entries what we have done sales, we have done purchase. Okay, we have done composite supplies. Okay, now after doing this, what are the returns to be filed? Okay, what are the returns to be filed under GST as per the statutory norms? Okay, so we have to file GSTR1, that is purely sales. Okay, sales report. GSTR2 for the inward supplies, you can treat as purchase. GSTR2A, whatever we sell, the 2A can be seen in the GSTR portal as a read only, just for our information. GSTR3 means summary of inward and outward supply, means the mix of purchase and sales. Okay, GSTR4 means return of composite dealers. Okay, this has to be done. Okay, GSTR9 means yearly return by regular taxpayers, which includes purchase, sales, input tax credit or refund. Now what are the various GST reports in Focus9? Okay, this I will show you in Focus9 how the reports will appear. Okay, how to upload the reports in government portal. Okay, once I show you these reports, I'll just brief you about how to upload these reports in the government portal. Okay, there will be a monthly returns. Taxpayers registered under GST would have to file GSTR1, GSTR2 and GSTR3 returns on the 10th, 15th and 20th of each month. If they missed on 10th, they should file on 15th. If they missed on 15th, compulsory they have to file on 20th. If they missed to file the returns, then there will be a penalty charges per day which will be charged by the government. Okay, so to upload these, we need to extract the report. Okay, we need to extract the report. Okay, we need to export GSTR1, GSTR2, GSTR3B to a JSON format. Okay, government will ask the JSON format to upload. We need to export these reports and upload in the government side. Now to maintain these, what supportings are required? Every registered person must also maintain relevant documents including invoices, okay, bill of supplies, delivery challenge, credit notes if you have issued against any customer, debit notes, okay, against any suppliers or any customers, receipt vouchers. If you received any money from your customers, you need to maintain receipt vouchers, because some people may deduct taxes on receipt also, and there is a payment voucher. There are refund vouchers also. Okay, refund vouchers and electronic vouchers like e-way bills. Okay, any document you sent, you will send through the e-way bill. Okay, these all documents are required to maintain. Okay, now I will take you through Focus9 ERP. Now I will show you how the transactions are affecting in GSTR1, GSTR2. Okay, I will show you all the reports. Okay, 1 second. Okay, now I am showing you the reports. Okay, I am just logging into the Focus ERP with my credentials. Okay, first I will show you the purchase report. Okay, now I go to the financials. Okay, reports. Under reports I have purchase reports. Under purchase report I have summary purchases and I have summary purchase register also, detailed purchase register also. Okay, here you see whatever transactions I have entered between the date range, it will show me. I will just select whatever the purchase. Okay, now I have select date range. Okay, as on date. Okay, or you can select from date to date also from here and just say okay. Once I selected this, it will show me what are the purchase transactions registered. Now you see I have 3 transactions here. Okay, now you see here I have PV import, PV RCM and PV local purchase. Now for every purchase I have a different GST postings. Now you see on the first voucher only IGST is posted because it's an import voucher. Okay, now in the second voucher there is CGST and SGST. Okay, I will just take you to these 3 vouchers and show you. Okay, first I will take you to purchase voucher, local purchase voucher. Okay, here this is the local purchase voucher. I have a vendor here who is a local supplier. His place of supply is Telangana. Okay, which is within the state. Now for him only CGST and SGST is applicable. Now I just purchased a product A from him, one quantity for 4,500 rupees. Now I have given CGST and SGST. Now I click on net. Now you see my postings are happened for CGST and SGST. Okay, now if I go and see the posting details on the right hand side. Okay, I have a posting details. Now you see my purchase account is debited, my vendor account is credited. CGST receivable output and SGST receivable output, both accounts are debited. Okay, this is the account posting. Okay, this is one posting. Okay, now I will go to the another posting. Okay, which is my import purchase voucher. Okay, this import purchases I have done from vendor B who is my import supplier. Okay, now you see place of supply, it will be Telangana only because it is coming to Telangana. Okay, please don't confuse here place of supply because this supplier is in other country. If I show you his country, what country we have set in the GST. Okay, now you see I have in other country, he is in Cameroon. Okay, here type of taxpayer should be exporter or importer. Okay, this you have to set it. Okay, for any import supplier you have to set this type of taxpayer as an exporter importer. Okay, this is how you have to set. Okay, once these settings are done, then here again you have a HSN code for the product. Okay, when you edit this product you have an HSN code, then you have to give the item category also here. Okay, there are different item categories. If this item falls under normal category, you select as normal. If it is exempted, you can put it mark it as exempted. Okay, so now I have selected as normal. Okay, now this is my import postings. Now if I go to my posting details here, now you see this is an import supplier. Actually the person who is sending goods from outside India, he is not eligible to pay the taxes. Okay, he is not eligible to collect the taxes from him. Now here what happens, on behalf of him we will pay these taxes and we will take this credit. Okay, so that is why you see here we have receivable IGST receivable output account and IGST payable account. You see debit and credit accounts are same. From supplier we are collecting only the value what he has charged, which is 3610. Okay, we have credited this and credited the same amount to purchase. Okay, this is one entry what I have posted. Okay, I will show you the RCM purchase. Okay, RCM, what is RCM purchase? Again, RCM purchase means it is something like unregistered suppliers. Okay, unregistered supplier. These suppliers will not have any GST registration number. Okay, what government says is, whenever you buy any goods from RCM suppliers, we have to pay the taxes on behalf of that particular supplier. Okay, then you are eligible to take this credit. Even this also government told us. Okay, for him, if it is a local supplier, it is CGST and SGST is applicable. Okay, here the type of purchase you have to give as taxable supply. So every voucher, this type of taxable is must. Okay, if it is a exempted supply, you have to give exempted supply. Okay, so like this you have to select it, then you have to save. Once saving is done, okay, once the saving is done, you see the posting details. Now you see we have receivable account and payable account. Okay, same like whatever we have seen in import, we have only IGST there, but here we have CGST and SGST. Okay, receivable and payable. So we will take this input credit. Okay, that's why we are posting the RCM. Now in RCM, what happens? Whatever RCM transactions you post, okay, every month there is a self invoice which has to be posted from our side. Okay, we will not post the individual entries. We will post a self invoice. Like suppose you have done RCM entries, 10 entries within a month. Okay, when you do a self invoice, all the 10 entries will be accumulated in only one self invoice. Okay, that particular self invoice will be shown in the GST reports. Now I will show you how the GST reports will appear. Okay, to see the GST reports, okay, now I have shown the purchase. Okay, I will show you the local sales also. Okay, I will show you the local sales invoice. I have made two invoices. One is B2B, one is B2C. B2B means it is a registered customer who are registered under GST. Okay, B2B. I have made one sales. Okay, I made one more sales, which is B2C, means this is unregistered customer who doesn't have the GST number. Okay, I have made two sales. Okay, just to show you in the report how it appears. Okay, so I have made the purchase transactions, local, import, RCM, and also I made a sales transactions, local as well as B2B and B2C. Okay, I have a also you can raise the credit notes and you can map those credit notes to GST. So even credit notes will be shown, debit notes will be shown. Okay, so even this also you can see in the GST reports. To see the GST reports, you need to go to financials. On the left hand side you have a statutory option, click on that. Then you have a GST option here, click on this. Here you will see all the GST reports. Okay, as I said in my conversation, GSTR1 means sales. Okay, when I click on GSTR1, you will get online filing or offline filing. Okay, at present I am showing you offline filing. Online filing, we have some integration with that. Okay, so that integration still we are not through with the online filing. Okay, we are the GST Suvidha providers. Focus Softnet is a GST Suvidha provider. So we are generating a offline file and we will upload this file in the government site. Okay, in the GST portal. When you click this, here we have one option. You can check the monthly as well as quarterly. Okay, you can either take the report as monthly or quarterly. I am just selecting monthly. I just uncheck this quarterly and then I am selecting as August. Now you see here there is an option here. Okay, what is the output you required? Here we have Excel as well as JSON. Okay, just to export the report, I am just showing you the Excel sheet. The same report what it is showing in the Excel sheet, you can take it to JSON also. The same JSON can be uploaded in the government portal. Okay, I am just exporting this. Okay, here it will ask you want to export the data to Excel. I'll just press OK. Okay, once the report is compiled, okay, then you will get an Excel sheet. you have to wait for a few minutes. Okay, if it is a huge report, then you have to wait for few minutes. Okay, now you see it is asking where to save this report. I am saving on the desktop. Okay, here you see, here the report is there. I'll just double click this. Now you will get all the information. Okay, this is the GSTR1 report. Now you see there are so many tabs here. Here you can click. Okay, you can this report will be, okay, this report will be submitted in the government side. Now you see here I have B2B. Okay, I have B2B. Now here what it is showing, customer A, B2B. Okay, this is the invoice value, and this is the taxable value. Okay, and this is the tax rate. Okay, this is the 18% tax rate it is showing. Okay, now I can even check. Here it is showing me B2C also. B2C, it will just show me what is the type. Okay, B2C and B2B, two invoices we have posted here. So this is how you can generate the report of GSTR1. Okay, now I will show you the another report. Okay, go to financials, again same statutory, GST, then I go to the GSTR2. Again we have GSTR2A and 2B. Okay, you can select whichever report you want, 2A or 2B. Okay, just go to 2A. Here what you need to do is you have to select the which month you want the 2A report, GSTR2 2A. Here on the top you have load data. When you load data, it will show me all the values of purchases. Now you see here I am getting available in accounts 1. Okay, import purchases, this is 1. I have one RCM purchases. Okay, this is my local purchases, this is my import purchases, this is my EORD purchases. Okay, this is how you get the data. Okay, this data you can take it to Excel. You have an Excel option here. Okay, so this is how you can check here. Okay, this is the GSTR 2A. Okay, this is the report what we extract from Focus. Okay, so here we don't need to make any JSON file. Even the portal is asking only JSON file for GSTR1. Okay, this data you can see there. If at all any advance payment, you can see the advance payments here. Okay, so all the tabs you can go through these reports. You will know what are the reports you can extract. Okay, now you see here a local purchase is there, import purchase is there, and RCM purchase is there. Okay, this is one report. After this we have one more report here in statutory GST. We have GSTR 3B. Okay, as I said, this 3B report is also okay compulsory to submit. This also we can generate a JSON file. Okay, once once the month is selected here, okay, just click on refresh. Now you see here all the outward entries will come here. Okay, all the outward entries means your sales. Okay, now here you see these are your interstate. Okay, what is the interstate you have? If it is any interstate, you will get the interstate details also. Here eligible ITC. Okay, what are the vouchers which you are eligible for ITC? You will get all the details here. Okay, for whatever you have eligible, all the details you will get it here. Okay, it is showing me all the details for local, import as well as reverse charge. So these, for all these vouchers we are eligible. If you want, you can export this. You can select here and you can export this Excel. You can export this report to Excel also. Okay, other than this, here it will show you view ITC. Here also one report. Okay, you will get it just for your information. You can see all the totals here. Okay, then if you have made any payment of tax, here it will be applicable. Okay, this is how you get the GST report. You can take this report to Excel. Okay, GSTR 3B. Okay, now you see this is how it appears. Okay, this is the GSTR 3 report, GSTR 3B report. You can just extract and check if any payments you have made. You can give that payment here, and it will show you the balances. Okay, fine. After this, you have last report, which is GSTR 9. Okay, GSTR 9 means it is a annual return. Okay, here it will give what is the financial year from which date to which date. Okay, then you have to click on refresh. Here it will give complete the GSTR 9 report which has to be submitted annually. Okay, here you have all the details. You can go through this. Okay, you can go through this. This is as per the government statutory norms. Here also you have export to Excel option, as well as even generate JSON file, and one more option you have monthly comparison. If you want to do any monthly comparison, yes, you can do the monthly comparison also. See, this is the monthly comparison report. So every month you can compare from April to March. So this is the monthly comparison report. You can just check all the figures, which month you are, if there is any imbalance, you can check it monthly. So this is the GSTR monthly comparison report. Okay, then you have Excel also. You can export the same report to Excel. Okay, this is the same report which we are seeing just now, GSTR 9 report. Okay, like this. Okay, so we have two reports here under GST. One is cumulative report of GSTR 9 which has to submit it annually, and the complete history of each month which is coming as a monthly comparison report. So two reports can be exported. Okay, and you can check these reports. Okay, so this GSTR 4 report I will get you in the next video. Okay, I will do the relevant entries. I will show you the GSTR 4 report based on the composite supplies. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Thank you.